Are money mistakes holding you back? Today, I'm breaking down 4 common mistakes that drain your finances and how to avoid them. Number 1, stop wasting money on things that don't matter. Too many people buy flashy things that they can't afford just to impress other people who probably aren't even paying attention. The truth? Most people are wrapped up in their own lives to notice or even care. You need to prioritize your money and instead invest in things that have real value, like yourself. Build skills, knowledge, and experiences that are going to increase your earning capacity over the long term. The more you prioritize and invest in your own growth, the faster you'll see returns. Next up, avoid high interest debt like the plague. I get it. Sometimes emergencies hit or we get tempted with big ticket items and it's always easier to rely on credit cards or loans. But the issue is we're currently in a high interest rate environment, which means the cost of borrowing now is way more expensive than what it was a few years ago. And this can easily snowball, making it really difficult to get out from under. Instead, focus on building an emergency fund, which will allow you to deal with these unexpected expenses, which is one of the main reasons that people rely on high interest debt. And trust me, it's a massive relief. High interest debt is a sure way to burn through your hard-earned cash extremely quickly. So if you can, avoid it at all costs. Number 3, failing to invest early. Studies show that time in the market can smooth out bumps in your investment journey. The earlier you start, the more time you give your investments to grow and compound, which can really pay off in the long term. Think of it like planting a tree. The earlier you start, the more time it has to grow and the more time it has to bear fruit. Even if you start small, having a long-term investment horizon can be extremely powerful. So the sooner you get started, the more you're going to profit from that compounding effect. Now, for those of you who may only have a small amount to invest each month and for that reason think it's not worth it and don't get started, let's quickly run through an example of how a small amount over a long period can really generate some good returns. So we're going to use the S&P 500 fund as an example here. That's generated on average an 11% return annually over the past 100 years. Now that's pre-inflation, so taking inflation into account, it's an 8% return. So in the calculator here, we're going to put $100 invested each month with an 8% annual return and see what that gives us. So as you can see here, this is the amount you would have invested over a 30-year period. This here shows the amount of interest you would have earned and then your final investment value output. Now, tell me that you wouldn't be happy to see that 30 years from now from only invested 100 a month, which let's be honest, we all probably waste a 100 a month on things that go completely unnoticed. And I'm sure every single one of us would have our future selves thank us right now for making this long-term investment decision. So begin your investment journey today and let time work in your favor. Lastly, but not least, not having a budget. And I know budgeting is not sexy, but it is crucial. A budget helps you see exactly what's going in and out of your account each month and can easily help you identify where you're overspending. When you have a clear picture of your finances, you can identify where you're overspending, realize where you need to cut back, and ultimately where you can prioritize and efficiently allocate your money. You build those long-term healthy financial habits over the long term. Remember, avoid unnecessary expenses, stay clear of high interest debt, invest early, and have a budget. Making smart choices now will set you up for success in the long run. If you found this video helpful, then don't forget to leave a like, or if you have any questions, then leave a comment below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.